Scott Bauer is here with the final trade of the day. He is on the snap situation because it has become a situation.
It is the
thanks
situation.
so much for coming on the show.
Always glad to be here.
More than $1 billion wiped out after Kylie Jenner said, "I'm so over Snap," and the changes.
Is that how she said it?
Well, probably pretty close to that.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the stock? Because traders are paying attention. She's got everybody watching.
Absolutely. It's really unreal, the power of social media, and we're talking about this social media stock. You know, earlier last week, Angie, Citicorp actually downgraded the stock. The stock was down 2% or so, and then we got the Kylie Jenner downgrade of about 7-8%. From a technical standpoint, what's really interesting is we saw the stock trade down right to about 17, which was the gap area, the gap opening from earnings a couple weeks back. So that actually put in a temporary base, a temporary support area in the stock, and it'll be interesting to see if it holds there. Now, I've seen a lot of call buying in the option markets here. So, you know, it looks to me that investors are potentially looking for a quick snapback, no pun intended there, because what I'm seeing is a lot of March options being bought, 19 and 20 call strikes. So I actually like the stock in the short term. Further out, longer term, you know, I think the stock definitely has some fundamental issues. Kylie Jenner may have just been the tip of the iceberg here, but since she has such a major following, you know, the momentum behind that can really hop on.
There you go. She could move the stock here some more. So let's take a look at a potential trade here that you would maybe consider. What
Sure.
are some themes that you would do?
Sure. I'm actually looking at that same March expiration, so about 3 weeks out from now. The option market right here is pricing in about a $2 move between now and March expiration. That's a move that could be down or up. I actually like the upside, and I'm trying to take advantage of some inexpensive upside call spreads, Angie, because I know that my risk will be limited to whatever I pay for those call spreads. So I'm targeting the 19, 20, even 21 strikes, which I can do some spreads like the March 18-21, the 19-21, very inexpensively.
So let's break down your trade here. You're talking 19 and 21. So are you selling the 21 calls and buying the 19 calls?
Exactly right. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm looking at what that expected move is, saying, okay, 21 is an area that just had some major resistance after earnings. So by doing that, Angie, by buying the 19 and then selling the 21, basically I am helping fund the purchase of my 19 strike call by selling my 21 strike call.
And then what do you need to have happen here to make a profit?
So in a perfect scenario, at March expiration, the stock would be trading 21 or higher, because the maximum value of this spread, no matter how high the stock would go, would be the difference between those two call options, 19 to 21, is $2. Now, the maximum exposure, the maximum risk I have to that is about 35 or 40 cents. So if the stock doesn't get to 19 or higher, then I know what my risk is. But I like this upside potential because it's a very inexpensive reward to risk trade for just a quick snapback in the stock.
See, what I like about this too is even if somebody doesn't trade options, you hear a pro like yourself saying 19 and 20, taking a look at the chart of where the stock is trading now in March, that's basically telling me where you think that stock is headed next. Even if I don't put on an options play,
Absolutely.
You begin to get a feel of what could potentially happen next in the minds of an options trader.
Absolutely. And Angie, I always like trading spreads because they minimize my risk.
Sure.
So it does cap some of my potential profits, but I also have predefined risk. I know what my risk is. I love being risk averse and trying to capture as much profitability while being risk adverse.
Good lesson in there. Thanks so much for coming
Thanks.
on. Check out businessfirstam.com to find out where to see our entire show. And don't forget to like, follow, and share Business First AM.